Today is the end of day 9 in quarantine here in the Everly Hotel. I think one of the things that I want to say is that it's quite amazing how being trapped in a hotel room can be so tiring. Yeah, I know I cleared out space behind me and I can dance and train, but it's not like I've been doing a huge amount. Although I have been trying to be productive and focused in my training, but I think the tiredness and the fatigue just comes from the weight of being trapped in a room by yourself for so long. Yeah, and trying to do work as well. It would be so much easier just lie in bed and read and I don't know, watch YouTube and Netflix and whatnot the whole day. And I guess also when you're in a comfortable place, then it's even harder to do that because you just want to embrace the comfort and not worry about the other things. And I recognize still that I am saying all these things from the privileged position of being in a comfortable place and having food provided for me and having the space to move and train and exercise and the internet and Wi-Fi and the occasional person who is listening to this. So I'm not denying any of that. I'm just saying that it's hard. It's gotten a little bit hard. So yeah, today is day 9. I have the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and the 1st. I have 6 more full days after this, and I'm supposed to get out on the 2nd. At this point in time, I will probably return to Penang to spend the rest of the MCO with my parents. Fingers crossed, the movement control order will end on the 14th of May when the new extension should expire. If it continues to go on and on, I'm not quite sure what I will do, but we will see how things go. Maybe I should just go to Alostar and disturb my sister and brother-in-law on the pretext of helping them take care of their not quite 1-year-old. Should probably ask them first. So yeah, so that's been day 9. It's been good because work has been done. But yeah, I'm mentally tired. Tomorrow's a Sunday, so I think I will try to take a mental Sabbath and to chill out, enjoy myself, and try not to think too much about work, which is not really possible. It's one of the dilemmas of doing the thing that you love as your job. Really like dancing, think about it. Not all the time, but a lot of the time, and it's hard not to think about my solo or the other things that I'm supposed to do or future projects that I want to do or things that I want to work on and improve upon. Yeah. And on that note, here is a little clip of some of the notes that I have taken over the past couple of months that I'm trying to sort through. What you're gonna see is just some of the stuff that I'm throwing away. It's not even the stuff that's still kept or the stuff that I threw away yesterday. So here's the clip. Just in case you're curious, this is what work looks like nowadays. Sorting through all these notes that I've taken over the past couple of months and weeks, and I haven't got to years yet, but past couple of months. So that's just today. There's still more to sort through. But we'll get there. Taking a break for now to get some physical stuff done. And also here's a clip of me talking. This is mainly speaking to myself and just trying to get some thoughts filtered through my mouth because that helps my brain clarify things. yeah, also still thinking on the idea of what it means to find freedom and liberation in dance. So today for exploring freedom, to be fairly honest, I don't really feel like dancing. I just kind of want to curl up in bed and watch a movie. Today's a bit of a hard day. Some days being cooped up alone in a room with space to dance is perfectly fine, and some days it's just not so good. So today in exploring what it means to be free in dance, I'm gonna try to take things slow because I don't believe that freedom just means doing big, crazy type movements. Today, in taking it slow, I'm going to try to make connections between different body parts, trying to find things that are nice and thick and juicy, and trying to find a sense of freedom in being able to just connect one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. So that is my goal. Yeah, I'm listening to What Kind of Music by Tom Misch and Yusef Days. I think the album just came out today. I think it's quite a good album to explore this too because it's nice and slow, a bit more down tempo, jazz, beats kind of music. Before I start playing the music, one thing you can keep an eye out is how I'm trying to find connections. I think one of the things that I'm trying to do specifically is finding connections in the spine. The way I was telling a friend about this is thinking about rolls in popping. I'm not a popper. I've watched people do rolls and I've watched tutorials on it. I've never gone for a class that deals with rolls, but a roll is kind of where you roll your head and then that connects to your chest, which connects to your hips into the knees, and then you reverse that back and you find connections that way. But it's still very much a kind of, what is this thing called, Newton's cradle effect, where it's a top, top, where I go head roll, top, chest roll, top, hips, top, and then so on and so forth. But what I'm trying to look for is a kind of is a roll with more continuity, where if I started from my head, I would pull into my chest, which would pull into my hips. Or the thing that I'm quite comfortable with at the moment is finding a turn like this and how this could trigger my head, which triggers a roll into the floor. So thinking about things more in the second sense than in the first, though the first is not wrong, it's just that my interest lies in the second one. Yeah, the first is not wrong, it's just different. And I might end up improvising and exploring with that for a little bit as well. But the key aim that I need to remind myself of is looking for freedom in movements, while this time exploring a very specific kind of physical connection from one thing to the next. And yeah, trying to find continuity in that. So I'm going to do it and we shall see how it goes. And the last thing that I would have to share today is that I made another follow along video. This time it's not exploring the concept of groundedness. This is going back to my series on dance-based exercises for my old folks hopefully my old parents will actually do the exercises this time after reading the article that my sister sent over a couple of days. You can find out more about both the article and my sister if you watch the video that I shared. Squeeze the middle. Cool, so I think that's all I have to say today. This is day 9 in quarantine. Yeah, oh, I started watching The Last Dance, the watching on Netflix, the series about the 1997-1998 Chicago Bulls. Pretty interesting so far, quite insightful, listening to Michael Jordan both speak about himself and Scottie Pippen as well, speak about themselves and their backgrounds and growing up and their work ethic, and listening to other people speak about their work ethic, which is making me think a lot about myself and whether I need to be working harder, I guess. So if you have the chance and you have Netflix, yeah, by all means go and watch The Last Dance because it's pretty good. Alright, till tomorrow. Thank you for listening.